We find ourselves in a tavern at the edge of the world. The adventuring party sits around the table, laughing, joking, spending time with each other, waiting for the bard to start his story. Not too much longer later, the bard pulls out an instrument and begins to strum as magic fills the room and cold takes over the space. Last we met, my friends, our adventuring party found themselves aiding a talking cat who revealed themselves to be the mage Kipson. She had been trapped in the form of this cat after a sabotaged attempt to transfer herself into the body of a dead god. The group agreed to help complete the transfer so that Kipson could aid them in escaping the demiplane. Once out, Brynja sought further aid from the mage in a request to help free her from the soul-bound dagger. After a harrowing trip through Brynja's memories, Kipson was able to find a loophole to free Brynja from Blackyear. Sayun, as it comes to fruition, had made a deal with the Dark God, each one of them claiming a soul of one of the Mooncatcher siblings. Free of the dagger, they traveled with Kipson to Alhran to do some research and to plan their next move. You find yourselves preparing to depart. Is there any last-minute business that you would like to conduct in Alhran prior to leaving?
I think if I remember correctly, our decision was to make room, make tracks, I believe.
Yeah, we were bouncing and we were headed south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think as long as
as long as Kipson was good, I think because Kipson stayed
Kipson bounced.
Kipson
right away,
gone.
Okay,
yeah,
gone.
the next day.
We're good.
She just never came down from her room.
So yeah, just make sure we have enough rations and
like bibbity bobbity bamfed, you know.
Yep.
We're guessing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
what
we said goodbye.
Brynja's assuming.
We said goodbye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: demigods aren't touchy.
You depart from the tavern, making your way out of Oog Boog's booze place.
Oog boog.
Oog boog.
And back into the city streets of Alhran. It takes you some time to traverse through the streets, making your way towards the outer city itself. As you kind of get close to the outer gate, you hear this pop, followed by a, "Oh, thank the gods I got you." Right. And you turn around, and you find before you the youngest of the Morrows.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Does he look more sober this time? Okay. I was gonna say, how does the smell? Is it as pungent, or is it's just an ever lingering thing?
There's at least been a bath between when you met with him last.
Okay, not as sour. So
Okay.
Yeah, my nose kind of crinkles.
Verna kind of puts his hands on his knees. Whew. Right. I apologize. I got so excited that you were coming to visit the estate that I forgot to actually ask you the thing I was excited that you were coming to visit for. I don't want to impede your travels, so we can catch up the next time you're coming through the area. But I'd really like to know a lot more, at least all you can tell me, about this assassin. I'm sure you know the one.
Oh. Right.
Kind of back it down?
No, I don't know if that's even really possible.
No.
I was going to say, if you were trying to avenge your brother, I think it is a little beyond, no offense.
Not exactly. And he kind of like looks around and waves his hand, and all of the chatter and the noise in the city completely stops. And you find yourself just in this silent bubble. You can't hear any other conversations of people passing by. My family, well, we've never really been into the whole Halls of Valhalla idea. Unless we die of old age, one of the things that we've agreed upon between each other is that we would like to come back. I can't get Eskel to come back.
Yeah.
That will, yeah. Wait. Do you mean you've tried calling his soul back to...
Yes.
Odin, do I have any, like, I can talk to dead people, but their souls are still lingering around. What he's talking about
What he's talking about is resurrection.
It's like force... Yeah, okay, that's what I was trying to see if I'm getting the sense of.
Definitely not. You're not sure, like, you think he's probably talking more along the lines of, like, you know, resurrecting is bringing them back fully alive.
Oh.
Not like, you know, raising the dead kind of thing, like they're a zombie.
Yeah, that's, like, there's one thing about calling a spirit that's kind of still around, but, like actually force it, like, I'm gonna take you back to the land of the living.
Yes, exactly.
Is
quite curious, isn't it?
And that is something your family can do normally?
We have access to such magics, yes.
From what we could tell, it seemed like it was almost like an omen of death itself. I mean, we strike plenty of mortal blows against it, and it still lived and just focused on killing one person.
It wasn't just killing the body. That curse literally rendered a person's soul forfeit. So if you're saying, if you normally can have the power, or your family has the power to take a soul back from whatever nether, which... Alright. Then that definitely confirms what we were told, that your brother's soul might be beyond that.
Omen of death. So do you think the creature is of Thrida? Goddess of the underworld.
That's how I figured, yeah.
Thank you, Odin! That's what I was looking up.
We're not certain.
Is Thrida classified as a Flark here? I don't think she is.
Yeah, she is. Just found that page. She is.
Ah. Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought we were no, that was a unique situation, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Because when we dealt with Kilgrove, no, we don't know it was the same. Never mind. I remember, like, the thing with Kilgrove and how, like, the summoning of that shadowy creature was a similar shadowy creature, but it was invoked by Vigdis instead. Never mind. We don't know the origin.
Somehow Kilgrove got the rights to the ritual in order to call the assassin, and in doing so, was like, bye, bitch, to Victus.
But
Yeah,
do we
because
know? Oh,
Victus-
okay. So
Victus
Victus
said-
is not necessarily associated.
No,
No,
Victus
Victus
just gave
abandoned-
him the ritual.
Yeah, just
Okay,
gave him
so
the
we don't know what's
information.
there.
You don't.
Did Vigdis give him the ritual? I thought Vigdis was his god that basically abandoned him once he spilled his secrets, and that thus he was like, okay, someone else kind of came because of that void. Like he was
Yeah.
abandoned. They're like, oh hey, you are a perfect conduit to, hey, here's this thing you can do because you literally have nothing, and I am your best option now.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Correct.
Oh, okay,
So-
cool. So we don't know.
So yeah, we don't know who exactly is pulling the strings, but it has death properties, but it also has like black ear properties, or it has like Brynja's like, her first thought is, oh, it's black ear, but at the same time this feels very like this feels something different too. We don't know.
Very strange. Old Crone hasn't really had an issue with us in the past. I don't see why she'd turn now.
I would think that if this is a common practice of your family, that, yeah, if she did have a problem, we would have heard about it. But we do not know who the origin of it is.
The stories say Thrida is not thrilled with her lot in the underworld. It could be she just let it slide. But anything we tell you would be a guess. We don't know.
Didn't happen to find anything useful in the book you stole from my brother's room? Not asking out of malice, just out of curiosity.
Not as of yet.
Shame.
Sorry, because it's been forever. Did Morgan tell us
No.
what book that was? Like, what is, like, did anyone say what exactly that book was? The bitch you stole it from? Like,
No, we just know he
No.
stole it from the
Nope.
Moros.
We know he stole a book that he couldn't really read at the time, and this is the first time it's been brought up since, I think.
yeah, okay, just wanted
Yeah.
to say, okay. Brittany said, what is that book? Do you know of it?
Morgan
Oh.
said it's unreadable.
Yeah, I'm asking the brother right now. What do you
Oh.
know of the book?
Not really a whole lot. It's something that Eskel kept very close to him. Majority of the items that are in our estate are typically available to all members of the family, but this was something that my brother found an interest in and treated like some sort of sacred heritage. I don't know much about it. Only time I got a chance to open it when my brother stepped away for a drink. I couldn't read the words.
I was going to ask. I know Morgan said that he had problems with it, and I was going to ask if you could read it, so that answers that question.
There were a few verses that started to come into focus as I held that book in my hands, but when my brother came back, I put it away. I didn't want him getting mad at me.
Verses?
Yes, it seemed like the start of a poem. Something about love and darkness and death.
I thought that was in a language that you couldn't read, Morgan.
Originally it was.
Wait,
Can you
so
read it now?
Kind of. Originally I couldn't read it. I don't know what to tell you.
The group processing that they just have to ask Morgan things.
Yes. How?
Well, to
How
be
long-
fair,
Yeah.
we hadn't had any inclination
No.
that anything had changed.
Yeah.
with
I
it.
get it.
Uh-huh.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
How long have you been able to read it?
I haven't been able. I can't read the whole book. There's still a lot of mysteries to go through. It is fascinating. Your brother had wonderful taste. But slowly, a few passages are starting to come into focus.
Good. Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Mostly stories.
Oh.
I would return it to you, but I hold up my hand. I fear I've already paid for it.
It was barely earned.
I don't mean to sound rude, but you seem very different from your siblings that we've met.
Yeah, Theory's always been a bitch. It's just how she is. My brother's and I really know a good way to describe him. He was quite the adventuring type. Loved to get out, see the world, do all sorts of experiments, and he never really had a mind for money or estate or politics. So
He didn't have a
my
mind
sister,
for-
though, she was brilliant with cash. Smarter than all of us, if I'm honest, but
Huh.
You've looked at her.
I realize I've been very. We never told you. My condolences for your loss of your brother.
he kind of pauses. Thank you. I don't think anyone has said that yet.
Yeah, that was Brynja just kind of stands there a little awkward. She's just like, yeah,
I know you haven't had the best experiences with my sister, and she's definitely a little rough around the edges, but she is an honest woman. If she gives her word, she'll keep it.
she's kept it so far, honestly. I feel like it's we ran into your family at a very interesting time, so things
Yeah, not everyone really gets front row seats to a noble's death, murder.
right.
To be fair, we did see him a bit beforehand, and he was kind of running some workers into the ground, so you're...
It sounds like him. Wouldn't be the first time he got in trouble for misallocating the money Theory gave him. Anyways, I would love to hear the whole story about both my brother's death and the Earl's death at some point, but I don't want to hold you up any longer than I already have, so if you're passing through again, please feel free to stop by anytime. You're always welcome.
Of course.
Thank you.
And, yes?
There is no way to say this. Can I roll a sus check?
Yes, certainly. Notice.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
I already know
I
what
just
Reese
hate-
thinks of this motherfucker.
I think I just hate
Yeah.
everyone with the last name Morrow.
That's
Let me
fair.
see.
That's, you know what? Valid.
Me and my D4. Ooh! Okay. 9.
Nice.
9.
No, yes.
9.
No. No.
It's hard to gauge any sort of weird vibes. He's very personable.
Yeah.
If he
But
is
he's very
hiding
good at
something, you
lying.
can't tell.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. I believe it. It's fine.
9 was still pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The silence of the outside crowd is broken as some footsteps come running in, and you see the servant with the longer hair, Bran, as they step inside the field, kind of breathing heavy. You can't do that. This is the 5th time this month. I need to work out more.
Did you run away from home?
Do you have a habit of making this one run around after you?
Not intentionally, I guess. Bran here honestly doesn't deserve half the shit I put them through, but...
Might be something to take into account going forward then.
Yeah. You like it though, Bran?
Oh.
Not the running part. I'll try to be closer next time then.
If Morgan was born into a noble family, I don't think he'd bark, but I do think he'd be pretty close to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
kind of that I'm getting. That's
I feel like I'm dealing with myself just a little bit.
that's
Like,
Brynja's softened to him, just smelling the alcohol and kind of assessing where she's just like, this is okay. Yeah. All right. She's got a bit of her sympathy
Youngest
going
child
on.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Child
This
syndrome.
child.
And then after meeting his other 2 siblings, she's just like, all right. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm piecing together some
Eskel
stuff.
does reek of middle child, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
As a middle child, I get it.
Yep.
But Vernick waves his hand and the silence drops as the noise of the city returns.
That was impressive.
Thank you. I was definitely one of the more skilled with the arcane in our family. It's taken a long time to practice, though.
What do you... I guess, sorry, this isn't a... We should have... What do you do here? Do you have an occupation, or do you just,
I'm
keep the house?
mostly... Hold on one second. I think Jordan's locked out.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Be entertaining.
Oh no!
That's what Porter was trying to tell you.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my
Copyright.
Christ.
So here's the problem.
Here's the problem.
Morgan might be a little threatened by him.
Oh, is Morgan a little jealous?
Is this meant to be new information?
Is Morgan like on hackles? Like,
Yeah. I figured this was just gonna be the standard for any time we meet anybody from the Morrow family.
At least I don't know if Morgan really feels this way. Julian, the player of Morgan, definitely feels a little threatened by him.
Yeah.
Brynja's just like, yeah, she's getting like little brother vibes, and after being just like sobering up, she's like, I feel for this kid.
Stupid.
Morgan's
charming,
like, no, you're supposed to feel.
academic.
I'm the little
wizard
brother.
Motherfucker.
Reese is connecting
Okay.
some dots that might not even be there. Reese is completely like, I'm not helping it.
Stupid, charming, stupid wizard. Stupid, well-read mother.
He has the the library too at his fingertips, so that he's just like.
Are we sure that threatened is the right word here?
And not a little green.
Yes.
Is he a little green? A little green with envy?
You'll envy. A little
Stupid,
jealous.
rich
Stupid,
motherfucker.
sexy Flanders.
I don't care how hot he is.
I would say I would in my head the Morrows are objectively like frustratingly good looking.
Yeah, I imagine they're hot as
Yeah.
hot. Like, why?
Oh,
Why do you have to
yeah.
have that too?
They-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the Marlows
yeah,
you've encountered, you've only seen Theory with like half-elf reminiscent ears, but it's probably an assumption there that they all have elven genes somewhere in their lineage. They
Those
are
cheekbones, man. It's in the
very-
I was about to
cheekbones.
say the stupid fucking cheekbones.
Motherfuckers.
And like, yeah, this one's a lush, but he makes it work in a Johnny Depp kind of way.
Oh. That's 100% just a more mellow. Oh yeah, no, and Brynja is definitely like she's got a soft spot going on right now. Oh.
Your question was you asked
What
about
what is he-
occupation.
Yeah, like what does he do here? Like if
What do
does
you
he,
do
like,
here?
Like, does he look after the house? He's good at magic.
What's
so it's
even
like,
your job?
what
Why are you here?
do you even go here?
Rich.
Do you even go here?
What's your job? I'm rich.
Yeah.
I don't need one.
Well,
Honey.
a good majority is honestly just stewardship for our estate. Another
He's
good
rich.
portion. Another good portion of it is being the face of the family. I'm definitely the best at not turning people away. So whenever we have any sort of political meetings, I'm usually the one that they kind of, push out to the front.
You actually have social skills as opposed to being hostile.
You
Right.
do have, again, I mean this in the nicest possible way. You have the least punchable face of the ones I've met.
Thank you, I think.
Sorry, I'm not good. See, I'm not the face. Yeah.
Anyways, I will
that.
let you all get back to it.
Right.
Hopefully see you around again soon.
Yeah. Next time we're in
Yeah.
time.
Be
We'll
well.
swing by.
Safe travels. And he vanishes, disappearing
Barks?
away. Bark? Whoa.
Oh.
No, that's the dog in the alley.
Yeah.
Got startled.
So many.
And you
so
see
many stray
Bran
dogs.
standing there, and they just go.
Would you like a lift?
And then you hear another as Vernick appears again. Shit, sorry, almost forgot. And he puts his hand on their shoulder, and they both vanish.
Oh, Morgan, you should learn how to do that. That seems really useful.
You want Morgan to be less, for us to track him less ably.
Good point. Morgan.
Yes. I feel like we would only lose track of Morgan more often if we were to learn that.
Morgan, what's wrong?
Nothing. I turn around and I leave the town. I leave this stupid fucking town.
Morgan, what's wrong with him?
Oh.
Morgan!
Oh, honey. I'm gonna catch up to Morgan. Come on, let's go.
I leave this stupid fucking town.
He's moping. Brynja's just gonna walk with Raina. What's wrong? Did I say something?
These stupid fucking hot people.
Don't look at me, I have no idea.
These fucking educated, rich motherfuckers that lived in a house. Lived in a fucking big house.
They're fucking hot on top of it, god damn it!
You with your actual school
magic.
education and your roof and bed?
Oh no, he's hot.
No, God.
Stupid abs. I
And he can
have
drink
abs.
alcohol, god damn it. Fucking
He can drink the water and feel things.
Jesus.
You make your way out of the city. Right. That going. And...
Ow.
You're taking the coastal route, yes? So going through Mistview and then sticking to the coast?
Yes.
I think
I
I'm on
believe that was the
eternal
plan.
Train with roll 20, so I'm gonna trust you to guide us correctly.
don't worry. That Morgan's head is in a book, so we'll just we'll just guide him as we do.
It's roughly about 6.5 days to Mistview over the course of your travel. Is there anything that you'd like to occur during the travel?
Oh, just letting Morgan know, you do not have to save some points to heal me every night. I no
Ooh.
longer am fatigued.
Oh, cool. I'm very happy for you. Yes, this is awesome.
I still have my hindrance, but it is no
Mhm.
longer major, it is a minor. So as
Woo!
long as I stay sober,
Hell
don't
yeah.
have to worry about rolling to pass the fuck out and die, potentially.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
So yes.
Delightful. Although I don't have that spell, which is a problem.
Well, maybe it was Crag or something, or someone was doing something to help keep me.
Oh no, I was. Sorry, I was talking to God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think like that night of travel, like whenever we're setting up camp, Reese is just gonna like turn to Brynja as her like starting camp. So the one time that you can't form words is around a pretty man who has a lot of books.
Oh, really? Really? No. He smelled. Did you not smell the alcohol on him? It was hard to focus.
Well, he had a bath this morning.
Oh, you could smell that too. Shut up! He was nice. So he was like, it's like I was just shocked and also just thinking, what's his deal? His family seemed fucked up, and he seemed, I mean, fucked up, but not.
I mean,
Majorly
to be
fucked
fair, how
up.
do you say you are the nice, like, how do you respectfully say I don't hate you, but I hate your fucking family?
That's true.
Well, he also seemed very, since we met them,
Or at
seemed
least
very self-aware.
You are the most
of-
pleasant. How do you respectfully say you are the most pleasant member of your family that I've met?
Ah.
Like, how do you respectfully say that?
Yeah, and you know, Morrow's aside with all of the shady shit and cutting off fingers and
Mm-hmm.
abusing workers and not being smart in some aspects, but also just fucking dumb and using people to their own. Anyway, still, it made me think he still lost a brother. Still a person.
Mm.
And, yeah, again, he seemed the most welcoming. It was just.
Seemed the most diplomatic for sure.
For sure. And we did have information that we didn't have the information he was hoping for, but at least he was not as I would have expected for Amaro to be, if they want information out of us, doing something more than just asking. So it was, like you said, the most diplomatic. His taste in whiskey, though, was really good. God, it smelled so good. Fuck. So yeah, forgive me for being tongue-tied. I'm trying to be more thoughtful, especially when it comes to the dead. But I've never heard of people being able to call back the dead except for like a cleric in the moment of something, or
Souls don't leave Helheim. Not by normal means. Whatever magic they're using.
I was going to say not by mortal means usually.
I wonder if it's truly their family they're recalling. I don't know.
do you think they're...
I have a comment to your comment, but I'm going to type it to you.
Oh.
Oh.
I will
Sorry, I
say,
like jump to the conclusion, and I'm trying to frame it as though I'm guessing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
will say, this is not the first time we've heard of Morrow's having involvement in all this. After all, what did Eskel send us to go find?
That's true. Why would he send that with it? Oh my god, you're right. It is all. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Oh.
And he didn't ask why he wouldn't be able to bring his brother back, did he? He asked about the assassin.
Well, yeah, because he said Eskel he couldn't Eskel wasn't coming back. So obviously they were doing something to bring him back and they couldn't. And so that seemed weird. Which that in alone seems weird. That you would be so confident that you could bring someone back. That's like everything I was taught to be against, you know? So yeah, trying to find any information to reason why it's not working now. Then I wonder if any of those, if they're doing shit with souls and the dead and doing stuff that even the goddess of death doesn't care about. I mean,
See, that's...
I wonder if those triplet twins, Bran, everyone, their mother, you know, all of the bow.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't think he was asking in terms of how to get his brother back.
No, I think he was asking, trying to get it free. Why?
Well,
It's
if
not-
he can't return his brother, if he can't call his soul back, did his soul even go to Helheim?
Might not have.
It might not have, with how weird that assassin is and how different with the whole sundering of a soul, not just. I'm worried that we're thinking that it's something beyond, like just taking a soul to one of the places it could go. It's something else entirely. It's
And-
out of reach. Or gone completely, if
I was
possible.
going to say that's assuming it exists at all anymore.
But this is speculation beyond my knowledge.
I still don't think he was asking in the interest of getting his brother back or figuring out where this creature's taken the souls.
I think he was more just wanting information.
Okay. Maybe
That's-
I'm reading this wrong.
I don't know, maybe how are you reading it?
Oh, he wants to
beyond-
use it.
Oh, that
I
was not the
was-
vibe I got at all.
I was worried at first that
Well,
that
maybe
is what
not
he was
him.
going to ask.
But Theory?
Mm.
I think she has a vested interest. And,
She-
like you
I
said,
def-
he's the one that they push forward when they can't get the answers out. And she already asked us, didn't she? I think she's not satisfied with the answer we gave her.
That makes a lot of sense. Can't,
That's just
can't
my
trust
thinking.
Can't trust a pretty face. No, that's a very, very good point.
But I could be wrong.
Well, even if that is true, imagine how pissed off she'll be when he reports back with essentially the same amount of information.
We actually gave less this time.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I guess. Yeah. I didn't get the vibe that he wanted to use it, but definitely his sister
Hmm.
would be the person's I would be
That you
worried
brought
about.
that up. That makes yes.
Because I feel like this is not a family you can think of in singles. You gotta think of the entire unit.
Unfortunately, I understand that.
Not my initial thinking with giving you shit for getting a little tongue tied, but still an important conversation to have.
No, you make very good points.
I try. Let's just maybe be cautious.
So Morgan, what is that book in a certain language, or is it just gotta focus on it? I don't know magics very.
It's not that I can read it because I know a certain language. It seems to reveal itself to me over time.
What is it
Is it,
said?
like, connected to you or something?
I don't think it's connected to me. I don't think I'm special. I think it just, I don't know, it's just been over time. Like it's choosing to reveal itself at certain times.
Interesting.
But it is interesting.
You said it had stories, or is
It
it
does.
like a storybook, fairy tale book?
It's moving down the route of a sort of legend. Someone who traveled to Helheim, who met Thritta. It's
What? I guess you said it. Yeah, interesting. I was going to ask what would Eskel want with that, but that is a very just
Right on.
interesting thing to have. And if you have a family that everyone's always in everyone's business, having something to yourself, that certainly seems like something you would. I don't blame him for wanting to keep to himself or have something that your other siblings don't have.
I wish
it's
I
hard
could
to read.
On. I wish I could read on, but I suppose the time is just not right. Dead souls don't leave Helheim. I've known clerics to be able to bring things back from tradition, but dead souls don't leave Helheim. So either living souls don't leave Helheim. I bet I thought the
I was
right
going
thing.
to ask. I was going to ask.
Yeah, I
what
was
the
like,
difference-
what?
Living souls don't leave Helheim, and sorry. So as far as visitors go, I suppose I don't know. There's more to learn. There's more to learn.
Visitors, like the person in the story.
What'd you say?
Visitors, like the person in the story.
A visitor. Something like that. It's a little more, but yes.
So living souls, you mean in a person that hasn't died? Like if you
Well,
were to go.
Helheim is a place. Someone could conjure a portal, bring us to the gates, get past the guards, get past the great protector. But once we were there would be no way out.
That's what I was wondering what you meant.
Twitter herself is bound by the laws of her realm.
And that's why the amulet is needed.
We're not going to hell, so we don't have to worry about that. Right?
I'm assuming not.
What again? Are you? You're not planning
Huh?
to go to hell, are you?
No.
Yeah.
If you are really wanting to waltz into Helheim, we
One
technically
does not just
have.
waltz into Helheim.
I
There's
mean, that
more-
much is obvious. That's
There's
I am
more
just.
stages than that.
With all this talk of Ragnarok, I have wondered, a lot of this is tied back to the cycle of death, and sometimes I wonder if there are answers in that realm, but not yet, certainly. There's too many things to do here, too many questions to answer.
Good. I don't want to lose your soul to hell too early.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's a bit for some speaking for someone who's a lot has been tied in with death since for a long time. Yeah, I'd like to try and stay as far away as possible. If I have something to say about
Agreed.
it. Who knows, I might not.
Oh, seconded.
Mm. Gotta love when higher being just decides to take your fate and just great.
Yeah, how are you holding up after doing all of that?
Not sure yet. Not quite sure yet.
Well, take all the time you need figuring that out.
Mm.
Well,
And
then-
when you know what you want to do about it, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
we'll have
Assuming you want to
fun,
do anything about it. But I
think about it until the next full moon. So
right.
In a few days.
Yeah, I think I accidentally said 6.5 days to get to Miss View. It's 3.5. I misspoke.
oh sweet. Okay.
Whistle sound.
Whistle
just a-
sound.
This is just a jaunty little trek.
Eventually, you make your way to the town of Misview. Of the towns that you've been to, it's a little bit on the larger side. Given its location, it's likely used as a port to ferry off to Westwatch whenever the raids come about. So, as a result, it's probably kind of expanded a little bit. The town's fairly large. It's got this pretty impressive port, honestly, with a ton of docks and boats at the docks that sit right along the edge of the water. Upon arriving, I'm assuming you're going to be looking for a tavern right away, unless there's anything else you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
trying
room.
to find a place to stay.
What
Get
city
some
are we in again?
bearings. Mist view.
Mistview.
It's on the coast.
It doesn't take you too long before you find a quiet tavern called the Rainbow Fin Pub and Inn.
Oh, cute.
Where's the dirty clam?
Right?
No.
The
Oh,
nasty
really?
clam.
No.
Nasty clam. Nasty. That's in the other district. You know, the Red Lantern district.
The Red Lantern District. Gotcha.
Oh, fuck.
The Gentleman's Pub.
Yes.
Oh God, we accidentally bring Morgan to one of those.
No. No.
It's that meme of the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why are they putting all the gold coins in their stockings?
Where are their
Right.
stockings?
Oh god.
Making your way inside, you're immediately hit by the smell of stew. The tavern itself's not super busy. There's a few locals that are kind of in and about the area, dressed in very fisherman-like garb. You see behind the main counter this blue dragonborn with these like protruding ear fin horn things that come out behind the head and droop really low past the shoulders. They notice your entrance and call out, "Well, welcome to the Rainbow Fin."
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hello.
Take a seat. I'll be with you shortly.
Appreciate it.
Is there a waiter in this place?
Is that
A waiter?
What?
Is that what you said?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. So, find a seat.
yeah. All Rikers sit in whatever's closest.
It doesn't take long before they eventually make their way over to you. Well, welcome in. What can I do for you?
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
It's probably about like 4 or 5 p.m. right now.
Okay.
Oh, whiskey.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Brynja was gonna be so proud. Little brother. Maybe some dinner and rooms for the night if you have any available.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We got plenty of rooms right now, and currently, I assume you're new to town. But,
Is it that obvious?
maybe just a little bit. Our specialty is the rainbow fin soup, after the name of the tavern, but it's delicious. It's a local fish that lives in the area. Personal favorite of mine. Can't get enough of it.
Sounds delicious to me. I love a
And
good fish.
I think
So-
that's I got
Sounds like a
for the
round of
table, or the way Morgan, is that something
I like soup.
perfect?
5 of those, please.
All right. Any drinks to go with?
Do you
Any
have
specials
any?
or just?
Yeah.
Afraid not. We're a little
That's
low
fine.
on reserves right now. Mostly just ale and some of your usual hard liquors.
I'll just take some water. Thank you.
Sure thing.
That sounds
I'll
good.
follow suit.
Can I get one with a lemon?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
And you
Appreciate
said some rooms. How many nights?
Just one for now.
Yeah.
All right. How many rooms? 4, 5, 6.
4, 5,
What?
5.
And when they
One
say
for Arthur.
when they say 6, yeah, they look at Arthur.
Oh no, I don't think he uses a bed. Use a bed.
I figured.
5, I
5?
think.
Just being a little playful.
5
5
would
rooms,
be-
1 night. Sure thing. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll call for all of it 8 gold.
I got it.
Thank you.
All right. He said 8.
It's appreciated.
8.
You guys have been hauling my ass around for a while. I can at least do that.
Right. Well, I'll go get everything started. Get your room keys, name stacks, and if you need anything.
Thank you, Dax.
And then nod and head off.
Yeah, I think my memory's been getting a little bit better.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Didn't realize how much of a fog I was in, you know?
Well, glad you're getting some faculties back.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess in a good way, but it's just it is a bit weird.
One day, I will spell one of these names correctly in my notes. That day
It's
Not
not.
today.
today.
Not today.
That is not what I thought it was going to be.
See, I didn't even hear the second syllable. All I heard was Dax. So I was like, oh, Dax, cool. All right. Oh, Daxon.
I didn't
Okay.
even know.
Mhm.
I didn't even know.
Mm. Eventually, Dax comes back carrying some soups for all of you. Dax is back.
Dax is back with the fish soup.
They distribute all the soup over the table and pass out all the drinks along with the room keys.
Do I have a lemon?
Hmm?
Lemon?
Yes, you have a lemon.
Okay.
Well, let me know if you need anything else. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And they head off.
So, I realized, because I was thinking back. Hello? You good?
Morgan?
Oh,
Did you bite the lemon? You're not supposed to bite directly into the lemon unless you.
Please
no.
continue your
Oh, no.
thoughts.
Oh no!
oh
he
sweet
got, okay.
Christ.
Fuck.
I am
Damn it.
terrified.
Hold it in.
I think this
Take
is
it back now, y'all.
I think this is the most
So-
terrified I have ever been in this whole campaign.
I do not like what was
So-
just if any of you are just listening along with the episode and not full on watching it and just letting it play in the background, Julian just did the most concerning smile we've ever seen.
Whenever Julian realizes he could do something, it's
Yeah,
always gonna be a something.
yeah, it's
I
horrendous.
forgot about that as part of what you
Oh,
did.
Oh.
Please
Okay.
continue.
Okay. Okay. I kind of figured something similar to that.
yeah, I
Okay.
kind of figured that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more
Um,
mechanically official now.
Yeah.
So you were saying?
Anyway.
Oh, good lemon.
Good lemon. Okay.
I think we lost Reese. Reese.
yeah,
Hey,
you were saying.
I was
Reese.
saying something?
you were saying something. We both said so at the same
Oh.
time, and then you were like, I realized.
Man, that
then-
thought's gone, kid. Like, we had a whole thing with Julian. We've had 10 seconds since
soup
that
was
thought
too
occurred.
good.
We're done.
The
Soup is
was
pretty
so
good.
Soup is pretty good. God damn. Good soup.
good
That
soup.
that
Good
train of
soup.
thought has left the station.
Yeah.
So, is there anything we need here, or anyone need any shopping done before we continue on towards? I've never been in this. This is all still very new territory. Besides the temperature.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. So I did realize if we are looking to find more pieces of the jewelry we spoke of before, there's a piece in the part of the world we're starting to look in now.
Oh. Which one?
The final fragment under sickly muck is where it awaits. Doesn't narrow things down very much, but honestly, we
But-
passed by a couple options on our way over here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of made us beeline for
No, it's fine. It was more I had the thought since it got brought up.
No, that's a good point. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to look for it if we're in the area. Or definitely, I would guess it's.
Especially since
this
it's giving you
area.
some. Wait, is it Brynja or Crag who's wearing it? I can't remember.
Crag is
It's
wearing
Crag.
it.
Yeah.
Crag's wearing it.
But
Especially
it's giving
since-
him a boost.
Yeah, especially since it seems to give you a measure of power, at least. We could see if we could charge it up a bit more.
I could try to conduct a cider for it, but you would be my greatest connection to it, and so I'd have a lot of things going against me, but I could try.
Well, couldn't you use the main piece of jewelry?
As an anchor, I suppose, but this is something different. I could try.
I mean, you found my pieces at least. Shouldn't be much farther.
May I?
Well, maybe let's not do it here in public.
Mm-hmm.
Let's eat
Just
dinner
but
first,
yeah,
and
I
then
think
we
that
can
is-
go up to our rooms and
have a party.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Find some gems party. But I think that's a good idea if everyone else is, since we're going in this general direction anyway, look for multiple things at once.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it
What
adds
was-
to the laundry list of things we need to get done, but especially if Morgan is looking to go to Helheim.
No,
Might as
not. No time. No,
Okay.
no time soon.
Okay.
Good. Good to hear. But
Still, it could
who
prove to
knows
be
when we'll be
useful
here?
then.
Yeah, who knows when we'll be here next? And I'd rather, if you did decide now is the right time to go on your little jaunt, I'd rather you have a get out of jail free card.
Me too.
So,
Well, I will say we should wait to complete it and for Morgan to go on this little field trip.
oh, I'm not
Until-
letting him go near until.
Good.
No.
I'm thinking until after hopefully we've stole Ragnarok at least. Given
Oh,
that
no.
one of the things tied to it is there.
Yeah, no. This is all, Morgan, I love you. You're not going near whatever possible portal to hell. If it's a.
Oh, no, thank you.
Good.
But yes, Morgan is willing to check in on that for us. I say we first get the meal in him, keep his energy up.
How's the fish?
Yes.
And then we can check in.
The soup is delicious. It is so
Yes.
good.
Hell yeah.
I love a good fish.
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary.
I'm imagining that there's like the vaguest hint of rosemary and Morgan is still able to pick it out.
He's a foodie. He knows.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got that
Oh, yeah.
palate.
Oh,
you
yes.
finish-
This child who eats nothing but sugar and carbs.
Morgan knows his herbs. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
You know what? I'll give him that.
Asshole. I can spot some rosemary.
I bought some rosemary.
He is. You know what? Yeah, that's my bad. He is.
God
rich.
forbid he uses more than salt and pepper to season something. Jesus.
Jeez.
Wasn't
Maybe
my
why
intention.
not
I was.
unseasoned?
Never mind.
You finish up your meal and retreat up to one of the rooms. Morgan, go ahead and roll for your spell casting for this cider with a -2.
Oh.
Goofy doof.
Even with the
Even
thing?
with.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
That's very cancel roll.
I believe in you,
Fortune.
Yeah.
Skrunkledunkus.
You call everyone Skrunk Dunk.
Skrunkledunkus. Everybody else is Skrunkledunk.
What makes you so
Yikes.
special?
Oh, -2. 6.
6.
Yeah.
You concentrate imagining what this item looks like using the base amulet as a concentration of your focus. Your vision shifts. You see before you, it's not much. It's basically just like static angled looking up at the side of a wall, where you see this greenish blue gem glowing inset inside of a wall with all sorts of different carvings all around it. It seems like it's in a room that's been carved out underground. The space is very dark around you outside of just this ever so slight glow coming from the gem. Make me a notice roll. No, an occult roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
11.
11. You're not able to make out much, but a lot of the carvings that you are able to see kind of alongside this crystal, they seem to be very deeply tied with spiritual practices.
What do you mean spiritual practices?
Like the art of a shaman, basically.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
Noodles. An underground room. A glowing blue gem. Potential spiritual work. That's all I can see.
Well, considering it's a gem that is a link to the underworld, I'm not surprised to hear that. But excellent, Morgan.
That
more
could
of an-
be the one beneath a beneath a great barren hill is where another was shoved. That could be.
Hills
could
are all
be-
over the place.
It could be any of the.
I'm assuming, Morgan, that you were targeting specifically the one that was referenced to be under a sickly muck.
Yes.
Oh,
Good. Sweet. All right. Sweet.
okay.
Magic.
Never
All
mind.
right.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out which one of them it was.
I do want to go shopping.
You do.
Actually, now that I think about it, I do.
We could-
After.
We could do that in the morning. It's a bit late now. But all right.
We at least know what we're looking for.
Yeah. So, does anyone know of any places that, guessing, the entrance to some underground place in a swamp? You know?
I'm assuming we don't.
Are you kidding me? This is the first time I've ever really left.
Yeah, this is the first
Not
time
too
any
sure.
of you have been this far south.
So just, I guess, keep an eye out for some. That's only.
I guess.
Yeah.
But. Good job, Morgan.
Well, we at least have an idea of what we're looking for. So, we can keep an eye out while we're looking for your brother. And the couple other stops we need to make while we're down here.
Yeah. Like you said, add to the list.
Mm-hmm. We still have a good amount of months before we gotta set sail.
Mhm.
But
Get as
we'll
much
say
done before then.
we do want to at least leave a bit of time in order for us to. Because don't we need to actually get a ship, and or will ships be provided? Do you think?
Odin, do I? Because I've been to like the last couple to like watch. Would I know if you have to supply your own ship or if one is?
They don't supply ships to individual crews. Usually there are larger ships available for those who don't have ships to be able to get passage on. But that doesn't mean that you can tell them to go wherever they want. Usually it has its own captain, crew, etc.
It's
basically become
a
part of their crew.
yeah. It's a you. The whole thing is you're able to go.
Right.
That's the lucky.
Right.
So you're lucky to even be on a ship to go
Exactly.
through.
So if
So
there's
you
somewhere
going
you want to
wherever,
go that
you
no
need
one
it.
else wants to go, you need your own ship.
I'll noodles that. From what I remember watching.
So then, we'll want to
It'll
leave at
probably
least.
be smart to get our own ship.
Yeah, which gives us a month and a half to 2 months that we need to leave leeway in order to make sure we can make that work. Make sure it's seaworthy and get somebody who sailed.
Yeah, I guess the question is, would you, if we were to get the ship, we get the ship somewhere and then sail to Dusklight, or to get the ship at Dusklight?
I guess if we. I was thinking of a month and a half to get there. So we'll just need to make the ship. So the rest is more so to get to Dusklight. So.
Yes, because Dusklight is in the middle of Westwatch. It's like perfectly separates the northern from the southern, and it's a bit of a trip either way. So just something to keep in mind. Oh god, I'll need to figure out seasick. Something to. I do not do well on the ocean.
Sounds like we'll need to go on more ferries. Get your
Ugh.
water legs under you.
Right. That's future Brynja's problem. So, we go shopping tomorrow and then head out? Or, Morgan, do you want us to spend another night here so you have enough time to do whatever it is you want to do tomorrow?
I don't know. I just want to see if there's any magic shops around.
We can look around.
And head out.
I think we can spare a few hours.
Easy.
It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Like, it's not important.
Well, I mean, we're leaving tomorrow. That's originally the plan, so...
Then it should probably be tomorrow.
Morgan, you do realize you do so much for us. If there's something you want to do, you don't have to just tell us. You know, you're not an inconvenience. Your interests are just as important.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Like, you pull your weight just as much as anybody else, if sometimes even more so.
I was going to say, if anything, he pulls it more.
Yeah. And we've straight up gone and had a shit talk with a god for Brynja.
And we're gonna... Yeah.
We've picked a war with an
We might
entire
have to have a
faction
second one.
Picked a
It's
war with
odd.
an entire faction for Reyna. Crag, we're going to the four corners of the world to try and build a hammer. And
We're going to the other four corners of the world to find the rest
you.
of you. So
If
by all
anything-
means, if there's anything you want to do, let
Yeah.
us know. We cannot guarantee we can do it, right away.
Yeah.
But
But we can talk
we
about
add it
it.
to the list, and we can add things to the list. And as we are traveling, if we happen to be in the direction of something, yeah, by all means, we can do it.
Thank you guys.
Of course.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to crawl into bed and take a fat nap.
Mhm.
My father called this a food coma.
Oh, yeah.
That soup sits in my stomach right about now, and I'm ready to just crash.
See you all tomorrow.
See you all in the morning, okay?
Get some rest.
I give Morgan I assume we did this in your room to make it I give Morgan like a pat on the shoulder as I head out, you know.
You do so. You each head to your separate rooms, to find sleep for the night. Brynja, as you make your way into your room,
Oh, Jesus. I don't like the music change. I hate this.
as you close your door, you are overcome by the smell of roses. Is it just me? Or does it feel a lot lighter in here?
You know, polite people knock, or maybe I don't know. Just say when they're gonna come and visit.
You see, it's a little hard to knock when you're incorporeal. And they stand up and stick their hand through the wall next to him.
What do I owe the pleasure?
Well, you survived the tower. Stuck it to my brother. Figured I at least owed you a visit.
Right. Honestly, I wish I could have stuck it to him a bit more, but, wasn't really much me. It was, Gibson's doing. So.
Strange times we live in. Mages long thought disappeared, reappear after 2,000 years.
Strange times indeed.
So what's next for you then, Brynja?
And see, this is a weird rapport we have going on. Because again, what is it you want from me that you're so interested? Your brother doesn't have a Did you know about it?
For what it's worth, I did not know about the deal between Seiyun and my brother.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. I will admit, though, hearing that come out of all of your mouths was illuminating, at least, how my brother's been acting with you and yours.
Do you think he was just trying to pull one over on Seiyun?
He was testing to see what he could get away with, I think.
I know with your brother, the whole thing with contracts, verbal, you agree on something. It's why only reason I don't have that damn thing still on me now. Technicalities. How can someone give another soul that isn't theirs to begin with? Are you gods above all that, truly?
It is true, we do definitely work in deals, promises, agreements, whatever you want to call them. That is true for my brother, myself, my father. Can't say the same for the rest of the flock here, but a deal that is made does not necessarily need the consent of all parties involved, if the ones making the deal have a powerful enough force of will. Now, with that said, it does not mean things are concrete. There may still be hope for your brother.
There has to be. There is.
I suspect you'll get more answers talking with Seiyun. After all, I'm not the one who knows the terms of the deal.
Only she can tell me that. And I can only hope that she at least tells me partial truth. I'm not going to be naive and expect her to lay it all out for me. We both know how that went last time.
The funny thing about catching someone flat-footed, though, they're often more liable to be honest.
I really hope so. For her sake, I really hope so.
I like your spirit.
I'm not going into any contract with you, but I appreciate your input.
I suppose this is last chance, then no interest.
I used to see your family as nothing but evil. I know things aren't black and white now. But I've had my soul, my life, tried to be dictated by one too many people, by one too many gods. So I'm sorry. I now have my freedom, and I'm not going to give that up for anyone again. At least not anytime soon. And I hope you can understand that.
I do. You're not serving me when I say this, but in a way it does make me happy to see you living you. Well, in that case, I will not intrude on your room ever again.
Just
Get
knock
off.
next time. If you can.
No, I'm afraid not. I will leave you with a confession. It's at least all I can do for what you have done for me to stick me to my brother. This may drive you to seek more answers, more closure, but they wave their hand, and you see the form of OG Reese appear in front of you. It wasn't him you talked to a few months ago. They wave their hand and Reese's form dissipates.
You were trying to
Sorry.
warn me about her then, too.
Sorry it came to that.
I would punch you if I didn't know you were not physically here.
Quite fair. Good night, Brynja. I don't think we'll see each other again.
Good night.
And they vanish.
Brynja's gonna lie awake for a few hours. She's not gonna get as much sleep as she was hoping.
Eventually morning comes. You all find yourselves back in main space of the tavern. What comes next?
By ready to go.
Brynja's very quiet. She's very, she's just kind of, she's a bit somber this morning. You know when you thought you had something all healed up, and then just let's just rip that it open. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, I'm not bringing it up just yet.
No.
Nope. I'm just drinking coffee and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna.
The silence is palpable.
Yeah. Just gonna assume
So-
it was kind of a rough night. So,
I'm assuming we're heading south.
it's wherever Morgan wants to go. We're going shopping this morning.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah, shopping.
With the conclusion of shopping,
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
yeah, you spend your morning out in the village, looking around. It doesn't seem like there's any shop worth mentioning that would be of your interest. While
Boo.
this is a little bit of a bigger town than the others you've been in, it's still just a town.
Okay.
Most of the magic shops you've come across have all been in larger cities.
Boo! Lame.
But know that I'm unhappy.
That makes two of us.
I'll make a note.
Noted.
Please, Dodie, please write enraged.
Enraged.
What?
Jesus.
The
Veritably
Fuck.
angry.
30. Dislike and not subscribe.
Dislike and unsubscribe.
But remember to subscribe to Diceaholics because their content is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the rank.
Hey! And that's called a seamless transition.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Where are you planning on heading to in Murkmire?
Yeah, that's a question. So
yeah,
Are-
do we want to
are
go
we-
to the lumber mill or Miss Flow Watch?
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's why-
reload my browser so I can see the maps and participate in this.
yeah, because we can either follow the coast in terms of like the very basic coastline where we go like Mist Flow Watch, Battle Ferry, Fog Point, and then go back to Middlemire Ferry, or we go with the Battle Ferry and go all around the outside of it, or like some form in between.
Hold on. So, our current, so we have a 3-mile-long laundry list of things that we're doing, right?
Yes.
Our current task is we are following the trail we think Brynja's brother is on. We're tracking him down.
Yes.
And we're yes, Morgan has an idea.
No, I can see the map. I'm here.
Oh,
Okay.
even better.
You
Morgan
fuck
has
ass!
an idea.
I could try and
Um,
get it decided on him as well.
You
Now that
could.
it's a
Yeah,
fresh
if you
day.
could, that. Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would,
that's
and
how
then
we got
Yeah.
to here,
this
right?
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if you
he's
could
out.
pinpoint. Yeah, if he's still along the coast, if he's still maybe he's in a town, give us
It's
more of
been
a direction.
It's
before
been a
we
few
can-
days, so
Yeah,
like,
All right,
Right.
I'm gonna take a crumple of leaves out that I have from my back pocket, and I'm gonna cast Sidem.
I shouldn't be surprised at this point. But what the fuck?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
all
through
the random
spellcasting.
shit he collects, and you're surprised he pulls out a pocket full of leaves.
I don't know.
Wait, I
I'm
can use
just
my
like-
teeth. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Grind up the teeth and use it for a cider.
Make
That is a D20 and not, in fact, a D12. Hold, please.
Yo, Goobas.
Shut up! Shut up! There is.
Yes.
Did you fail? Did you
I
not
critically
fail?
failed again.
Yo,
No!
Goobas!
Oh well, hey, he's just gonna know someone's spying on him again, right?
Yeah.
Hard.
How
He's
have
just
I
gonna
critically
know.
failed on this exact roll? Two separate sides.
My brother's just too good, man.
Morgan just doesn't
good.
want to find
He's
Brent.
paranoid.
Yeah.
I want him
To be
dead.
fair.
I
No!
want this man dead. I want him
No.
It's like that time you did a tarot reading for me, and like all the cards were just like death,
bitch.
anger,
It's a
loneliness, isolation. It's like Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Morgan's
Anyway.
energy is clouding the reading.
Yeah.
The leaves begin to swirl as the scyther takes place. You see a vision begin to build as before you see Bryn in a small, what looks like a store of some kind. Just outside the windows, you can see what appears to be a small village. The trees, very unfamiliar. Plenty of grasses and streams in the distance. You hear the creak of wood as Bryn kind of browses about the store. Eventually, he stops in place and turns and looks directly at where you are scrying from.
I drop a spell.
Did he see you?
I think he maybe knows he's being spied on.
All right.
Oh,
I haven't really been on it with my spell casting recently. I'm sorry.
I mean, you still saw what he was. I still saw him. That's
Kind of. I saw a
what-
storefront. I saw a store. Could I make out what was in the store? Like, was it an antiquity shop?
It seemed like a
Was
general
it-
store. It was all manner of adventuring gear and whatnot.
Curse you, genericism!
Well,
But
at
the
least
but the outside didn't look like a swamp. It looked more like
No, it still looked
It-
like a swamp.
okay.
You're just not. The reason I threw in the unfamiliar is you're just not super familiar with swamps.
Yeah,
This area.
Yeah.
We're not swamp people.
we're not swamp people. We're not from.
Nope.
Where's Alyssa when you need her? I miss that bitch.
Did it get darker in here?
God damn. She's not even here to defend herself, Desiree. God.
That's not me.
I just-
That's fair.
that bitch knows I love her. She lived that gator life. She's the only one that could relate.
She do be living that
I mean-
gator life.
In her own, isn't she the one that said, "I chose the gator life"? Isn't that her quote?
It's true.
I think
That is
so,
her
yeah.
quote.
Yeah, the gator life. Yeah. Yep.
Wait, no, was it
Choose
I
the
chose the gator life or
gators.
the gator life chose me?
Yeah.
Something
I don't
like that.
remember.
I have it saved
It's
somewhere.
it's in my quote note, but I
Mhm.
have it. I just know she said it.
So he was in some sort of town. What's the closest
But
town?
you said a smaller town, yeah, not something big.
General store. I don't know much about the surrounding areas.
Certainly didn't look like a city outside, that's for sure.
Certainly didn't like a city outside. That's for sure.
We've at least ruled out one of the places. And
Probably
I'm
not
assuming it
Fogpoint
didn't.
or Gorathal.
Well, I was actually thinking it wasn't Gorefall, given that it wasn't a big city.
Yeah, sorry, wasn't Fogpoint
Oh.
and wasn't
Oh.
Gorathal.
And given that I'm assuming there weren't massive armaments, I'm assuming it wasn't either of the keeps.
So maybe
Honestly?
maybe it is Fog Point.
I was
Is-
gonna guess it was Southmire.
Southmire? Like Southmire Keep?
Personally, I was like Julian. Julian's
Oh.
guessing
Oh,
Southmire Keep.
okay.
I don't think it was Gorathal. Fogpoint's a city.
Is it a city?
Point is not
Oh.
a city.
Oh, it's not?
Nope.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think I
that's
remember
the
that.
image.
y'all.
Yeah, that's
That-
the image that Vince has used for like villages.
That's right. Sorry, my bad. I saw like bigger houses, and I'm like, that's a city.
City.
That's
Duty. So maybe we should head inland a bit. Go from
Maybe.
there?
There's a few
Maybe-
paths you could take. If you stuck along the coast, it would spit you out up here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can go to the
Or
watch.
or if you cut inwards more towards inland and away from the coast, you would likely be spit out closer to Gorathal over on this side. Unless you just went completely off trail and just said, "Fuck the paths. Who needs roads?"
Because we're at Mistflow right now, right?
No, we're not even here yet.
No,
we're
We're not on the
Yeah.
map.
Oh,
We
okay.
are.
I
You're
saw
at
the map, and I'm
Mistview,
like, I
yeah.
thought we were at Mistview.
We're
okay,
like,
cool.
Yeah.
I think
We're-
here, if
Yeah.
memory serves, like somewhere in this area.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Julian thinks maybe we go from, because like if he's traveling, he's trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have already come through the Bodolf Ferry. We might go down through the lumber mill and then try and cut him off that way. And if he's not there, go down to the left towards Botild's Lighthouse.
I was thinking towards the lumber mill because if he
Yeah.
came from the east, which is what I'm assuming I'm guessing. I don't know. This is a lot just with how much time has passed. But if he did kind of a clockwork around, my vote is the lumber mill because then also we could do maybe another. If Morgan has enough juice to do another, cipher in a few days. Whenever
a
we
couple
get there,
days.
we can get more of a bearing, and at least if we're center, we can kind of offshoot whatever in whatever direction. Is my thought.
Tell me.
I agree with the lumber mill.
Mm-hmm.
Down to Ketaloy, right?
Yeah.
Go to the south flow and then towards Ketaloy, or we can at least go to south flow and then decide from there whether we want to keep whatever direction.
Mm-hmm.
Miss what? Miss view? Miss.
Missed view, and then we go south,
I
then
know.
west, and south again.
I know we originally set along the coast, but with this new plan, doesn't it make sense to go over to Sib's Mill and then go straight down?
So
That would
that
bring
would
us
spit
out
us
in a
out by
different-
Gorathal.
Yeah,
That would kick you out.
Like over there.
over here. So
Is
see,
that
going a lot.
less
We have
time through Gorthal to Keteloy, or is it more time?
No, because we're going to South Flow.
yeah. This is the direction.
Oh, sorry. I
We-
thought the end goal objective was Keteloy.
Well,
But
we
were
would
just
have
going
to.
through South Flow.
Well, I mean, that's what the lumber mill we don't know what's in. That's the lumber mill I thought we were talking about, because if we head
Mhm.
down the coast, we're gonna be at this branch anyway, and we're deciding let's go towards.
We also,
You know,
and
we
then
also,
I was gonna say, we also don't know the path he's taking, because he may have, instead of gone the path we are going, he may have gone through the green first and is arcing around and up.
and
yeah,
if we interacted with anyone, it might be in a bigger city that we get answers.
I don't think he would have talked to anyone.
Also, if it
No, but-
was in a bigger city, it would be harder, like, it would be a much wider net we'd have to cast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe we stick with the plan and go around the coast.
Yeah, I was thinking if we go in this direction, go down the coast, come here, go towards South Flow Lumber Mill, and we can peek on him again and adjust accordingly, and at least
Okay.
we'll be in a more southern or not a middle
Central.
position to
Okay.
go whatever
Mhm.
before deciding to spend all the travel time going to a certain location.
Works for me.
All right, let's do that.
You begin your travel once again. It'll be roughly 5 or so days before you get to South Flow Lumber Mill.
Okay.
Over the course of the travel, is there anything that you need to occur?
Check on Crag. He's been so quiet.
Yeah. Make sure Craig's
Even for Crag.
Lost
I
my
want to work
voice.
on stuff with Crag. I want to work on stuff with Crag, but that requires us being in one place for a while.
Yeah.
Brynja's probably gonna be a bit quiet, traveling, and focus on. She's gonna be working out more, punching trees in her off time,
Mhm.
wrapping
Morgan
up her
cringes.
knuckles. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be during one of those moments, Reese will join you, especially tapping into previous
Yeah.
stuff like
Yes.
Oh, are we shopping?
Oh,
There wasn't a
Shopping?
magic shop.
No.
Yeah.
Don't they need a body that's more?
that's
Oh,
what
Oh
Morgan
that's
said.
shit, you right. Shit, you right.
Well, we didn't check Mistwatch
We didn't
for
check,
any
we're
or
already on the
Mistview
trail.
for any
Yeah.
I'll tell Arthur to keep an eye out for some for some good candidates.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Some
Um,
people to
If it's a corpse,
hijack.
we can patch it up.
Can't do
I have a
corpses.
needle and thread.
Oh boy.
I can't do corpses.
Okay, sorry, buddy. Not just any corpse. Like one who's like really close, you know.
Anyway,
Like one who looks one who's like a not good one.
I mean, he's a raven. That's like their forte. It's like, oh, so find someone on the brink of death? Hell yeah, I can do that.
I got you.
Got you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, during that, just you've been more silent than usual.
Have I? Lot on my mind, what with the full moon approaching, looking for my brother. A lot. And I'm so out of shape, it's not even. And I punch the tree again. Funny. Yeah, Morgan flinches and notices.
Right. Other than the out of shape, because I don't think we should lie to each other. That all has been around. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. But I know something's changed, and I wanted to at least check in. And I honestly need to get my calluses up. At least so long as I have this one, anyway.
Yeah, no, I took you out way too easy. So, we're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. I don't like how well you can read me sometimes. But yeah, I had another visit from Ada. I don't think she is. I don't think I'm gonna see her again. I think she's done giving up trying to coerce me, but we had a good talk. I actually will admit that, but punch the tree again. Remember when I told you what happened when you went on your little jaunt to Jotunheim?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
And how I saw Reese, Carl.
Still been pondering that since, yeah.
That was Ada. It wasn't him. This whole time, I've kind of been at peace at the thought that his, spirit is moved on, and now it's that unknown again.
Right. I said before, me being around and asking questions makes you uncomfortable, I can go. Last thing I want to do is be a burden.
You're not a burden. And it's really I know you didn't do things on purpose. Like I said, the illogical part of me, it could be so easy to blame you.
Mm-hmm.
I already know you do that enough yourself, and I know you didn't do anything intentionally. I'm choosing to believe that. I believe you. But it does feel like I lost him all over again.
Because because we don't, I don't know if he's still with you, or that's why I didn't want to bring it up, because you're trying to figure out your own shit. Let's just add this complication to it.
I don't want you to have to hide things on my accord. So if anything like this comes up again, I'm more than happy to talk about it. I'm more just... It concerns me that she was trying to sway you even before. Because that was before... No, that was not long after the ritual, right?
Yeah, I had already decided to go and see Seyun.
Mm.
And that was the first time Seyun had ever really reached out to me to help with those spirits. And I actually thought, actually this, I think what really bothered me is it made me realize I really didn't know him. Because I didn't know when the switch happened between you two. I didn't know that it was Ada. And it just made me realize I'm mourning someone I barely knew. And another reason why I'm not angry at you, because you're the person I got to know. I'm sorry it took me so long to figure that out.
Speaking as someone who has lived longer than most and still has baggage from eons past, some things take a lot longer than you'd expect to work out. But, like you haven't held anything against me, likewise I don't hold anything against you. I know it's been painful and I'm not gonna push anything on you. And I'm not going to push you to think of me one way or the other. Much as I haven't done it with anybody else. Especially knowing you, you're going to think of me how you want.
Which is another reason why you make it so goddamn frustrating to be angry with you or blame you for anything when you pull shit like that. And you say shit like that. Also, how can I be mad at you when you're trying to figure out who you are? And we're gonna get pieces of you back and we're gonna figure who you are out together, and then I can decide whether or not you're a piece of shit, then I could beat you up, okay?
So, we're going to take our time with that one, but sounds good. Yeah. Honestly, we're going to take as much fucking time as we need with that one, but...
No, but that's whatever, as much as little time as you need. That's your journey, and so likewise, I'm not going to push you.
I appreciate it, though. And I'm just gonna look at the tree that I'm sure has some bloody marks on it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I will say this
Morgan's
is...
not going to be happy about that.
No, I've been looking over your shoulder. The poor lad has been cringing the whole time. This is a lovely memoriam and a way to keep the memory alive. It did take about, if I'm a... Oh, fuck, the concussions are keeping some things out of memory, but I think 7 years before the pain went away. So
Yeah,
it's gonna take time.
Yeah. He also was the son of that fucking massive.
Oh, yeah. Also,
So-
yeah. He didn't punch full force right away. It was more his mom needed something standing up that if he punched it wouldn't break immediately. It was more to practice form. So, if you're really gonna direct a punch, and I'm just gonna like slowly show how like Reese did, that's if you're trying to be a little bit reckless and just throw your full weight around. It worked for him. I mean, and I'm just gonna like gesture at her arms. It's gonna work for you. But if you're looking for precision, you need to make sure you hit the angles right. And I'm just gonna like basically train with her for a little while.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now there's 2 people punching trees, and Morgan's like,
2 people punching trees.
Morgan is just dying in the background.
It's like
you hear
Guys are the trees.
you hear a.
yeah.
Oh, no! I think that's enough for today.
For free.
As you finish training, Ezra will take our break for now. We'll be back
Apparently
in
that's what we're calling it now.
training.
We are training. We are never
Is
not.
that training good for you, or?
We'll be back in a little bit.